You start to create a brand in your community where people know you as a professional. It doesn't matter how your broke, stupid uncle knows you. The people at the gym know you as a professional. It doesn't matter what your best friend thinks of you in this new bowling league you're a part of. Know you as a professional because that's how you've branded yourself. You could recreate yourself if you go make new friends. You cannot recreate yourself as easily just stuck around the people who already know you. They've known you your whole life. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Win Anyway Season 4, Episode 1. And here is my co-host. Never mind, she's not there. She has abandoned me. And this is going to be titled The Season Alone. Win Anyway, Season 4, The Season Alone. Not winning at all. Just kidding. Ronnie's taking a break. She's going to pop in and out throughout the season in different episodes. But it may be the second episode I've done alone. I feel like I've done one alone before. Is that right, Jay? Yeah, I think she was sick or something like that. And we had to get an episode out. So I think I did one episode alone back in season 3 or season 2. I don't remember. Season 2. Yeah, Jay says season 2. But so I'm gonna just kind of figure it out as we go here without having a co-host. Jay's gonna kind of be my co-host behind the camera with no microphone and no willingness to be the co-host. But it just kind of happens. So as we start off season 4, let me tell you kind of what to expect. We are going to probably tackle more specific training topics similar to season 1, which isn't public anymore. You may have the link, but we're going to talk about things that you could apply to your business. Topics that are hot topics that I get asked about on Instagram on the DMs constantly, topics that my team's constantly trying to master, topics that maybe you're trying to master, like prospecting, talking to strangers, making friends, how to close, how to be great in sales, how to be a great people person, things like that. So we're going to start off with episode 1. I don't have a title for it yet, but I'm going to kind of talk about how we started in business and how we built a business. I started in this industry in 2011. My dad recruited me. And in 2011, I was 21 with no background in business, no background in sales. And I'm just going to be honest with you, I didn't have a market. That was one of the biggest things. My early challenge in my career was that I was 21. When you're 21, what does that mean? Your friends are 18, 19, 20. We were all broke. I didn't grow up in a wealthy neighborhood. I didn't know any rich kids. I didn't have any rich friends. I didn't have any friends whose parents were wealthy or rich or any of that. And that seemed to be what would probably be my biggest obstacle in the beginning of my career. Because when I was trying to think of who can I talk to, who can I put down on a list, who could I call for help, I didn't have people that were successful in order to do that for me. And so in our business, and in I think maybe in any business, we would title that having no market. So if you're watching this and you have no market, I had no market. If you've heard my story, I didn't have a market. And I also had no credibility. And credibility, so market would be like the people to talk to that are successful. And credibility would mean the way that my friends and family view me, right? They didn't view me as a professional. They didn't view me as someone who had a track record of success and a pattern of success. They didn't view me as someone who was doing well financially. And they didn't view me as someone who was established in his career because I was so young and I had just started my career. So I didn't really have a market. I didn't have credibility. Then when I got in business, guess what else I didn't have? I didn't have a trainer. I had a gentleman who ran maybe 2 appointments with me, and he had never seen big success in business either. And so I kind of had everything going against me. And I, within maybe 21 days to 30 days, ran out of all my friends and family. So that was kind of the beginning. So for you, if you're thinking about business and building a business now, if I could give you some advice, here would be the advice. How did I build a business? How did we establish clients? So we found clients by getting out into the world. In business, we call that prospecting. We call it networking. We call it making new friends. And that's the one skill set that I think for Ronnie and I over 13 years now in business, we've become extremely good at is prospecting, networking, and making new friends. And getting all that going into a system has helped a ton. So I wrote a couple notes down here that I'm gonna go through with you guys on how to build a business. We built a business by making new friends and just kind of going out there. So let's talk about prospecting for a second. And I'm going to talk about it in a different aspect than we've talked about it before. Because in prior episodes, we've talked about prospecting and the skill set of walking up to a stranger. Hey, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? Cool. How long you been doing that? Do you like it? Do you love it? Hey, is that something you see yourself wanting to do forever? Are you open to learning something new? Do you want to retire at your current position? Cool. Hey, let me get your contact info. Let's exchange info. When I get back to the office, I'll call you and we can set up a time to chat. If it's a good fit, awesome. If not, no big deal. That's the element of prospecting we've talked about in the past. We'll spend a little bit of time on that. I just gave you an example of what that looks like. But in today's world, how do you become a great networker? How do you become a great prospector? How do you become great at making friends? I think that's everything. And no matter how long you've been in business, whether it's 6 months, 12 months, whether it's 6 years or 12 years, whether it's 20 years, this is still a skill that will make you millions of dollars. And this is still a skill that will make a huge impact in your clientele. People become better as a result of you networking and getting to know them. I have clients who become my clients because I meet them out in the world and what we do for them is so good for them and so valuable for them. They get so much upside of being our client, and they would never have that had I did not have a prospecting and networking and friendship making mentality when I go to the gym, when I go to the grocery store, wherever I go. So let's talk about a couple things. First off, it's just cold market prospecting, which is what I just did. What does cold market prospecting require? Number one, it requires 30 seconds of courage. What do I mean by 30 seconds of courage? You got to have 30 seconds, even if you're the biggest chicken and the biggest introvert, as you title yourself, and the biggest scaredy cat to talk to a stranger. It requires 30 seconds of courage for you to walk up to someone, start a conversation because you know they could be a good fit for you in business. You know they could be a great client. You know they could be the one person you're looking for. It requires 30 seconds for you to say, you know what? I could be a chicken all day, but I just need this one moment to walk up to that person and say, excuse me, sir, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? And a series of questions that's going to allow you just to grab their contact info. There are so many cool people in the world. And I've met some of my greatest friends, some of my best teammates, and some of my best clients by having 30 seconds of courage and just walking up and starting a conversation. I've got a guy named Joey who just became a broker within our firm. He just crossed 6 figures. He's been able to retire. His dad, his wife is a nurse practitioner. She's full-time in business now, was able to walk away from her career doing nursing. And this is a guy who I walked up to at the gym and said, hey, man, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? And so that cold market prospecting, it's not so much about what you say. It's just about having 30 seconds of courage to start a conversation. 30 seconds of courage to go up there and deliver the script that you memorized. Hey, man, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? Oh, I'm a teacher. Hey, how long you been a teacher? You've been doing that for a long time? I've been teaching for 10 years. 10 years is a long time. You must love it. Do you want to do it for the rest of your life? No, not really. I could see myself maybe doing it for, maybe another 10, 15 years, but I don't necessarily want to do it till the day I die. Okay, are you open to learning any other things? Are you open to having a part-time side gig? Are you open to having a side hustle in addition to teaching? Are you open to making more money if it didn't take out of your teaching schedule? If it didn't mess up your life? If it didn't ruin your whole agenda every day? Are you open to having a conversation about it? It's these little series of questions. They say yes, you go, cool, let me get your contact info. That's number one. That's a direct approach where this person knows, hey, when I get back to the office today, I'm going to call you. Okay, so that's as direct as it gets. I met you, and in 2 minutes, I told you that I want to recruit you. I told you that I think you'd be a good fit in business potentially, and I'm going to call you when I get back to the office. Now, there's another approach, which is friendship farming. Friendship farming is a little bit different. What friendship farming is it's when I meet someone, and just like on a farm, we're going to grow crops. We're going to grow a product, right? Friendship farming is where I'm growing a friendship. So I may meet you and we hit it off, but I don't necessarily tell you up front, hey, are you open to learning something new? Are you open to coming into business? Instead, we just chat and we exchange info. One really, really good way to establish with someone what you do in business is to simply ask them what they do. So if I meet someone, I go, hey man, so what do you do for a living? They go, oh, I'm in law enforcement. I'm a police officer. What do you do? So they're automatically going to ask me what I do, and it gives me a chance to introduce what I do without shoving it down their throat and becoming a salesman. I say, what do you do? They answer me. They automatically, what do you do? I get a chance to give them a 10-second preview. Man, I work in the financial industry, or I work in real estate, or I sell solar, or whatever it is, right? For me, I work in the financial industry. We do everything related to money, retirement planning, college funds, life insurance, building estate plans for people to build generational wealth, all that stuff. Typically, someone goes, wow, that's actually stuff I need. That's interesting. Cool. And so I laid a seed. But I'm not going to leave these conversations without establishing a relationship. How do I establish a relationship? Hey, are you on social media? Let me grab your social media. Do you use Instagram? Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're friends. Why is that powerful? It's so much more powerful than me getting someone's phone number, because I could speed up our relationship 6 to 12 months very simply by getting you on Instagram. How? You get a chance to go on my page. You get a chance to see me, see my family, see what I do for fun, see what I'm all about. I get a chance to go on your page and see you, see your family, see what you do for fun, see what you're all about, see what you post. It gives me a chance to interact with your post, respond to your story, like a couple of your pictures, make a comment or two, make sure we're following each other. And then if I make it a point to interact with you, you're going to pop up at the top of my algorithm. I'm going to see you more often. We interact more often. 3, 4, 5 interactions, whether it's replies, messages, replies to your story, whatever it may be. Now we're friends. We just advanced our relationship 6 to 12 months like that. That's the art of friendship farming. That's the art and the magic of using social media. So that's a more indirect approach. You could call it kind of a drip effect. What does that mean? I'm kind of just dripping on our relationship slowly, making investments into our relationship, spending time into our relationship. But I do it with no outcome and no purpose. That's the secret. You don't do it with I'm going to get this person eventually. I'm going to sell them something eventually. I'm going to recruit them eventually. That's not authentic. What I'm really looking for is, do I like this person? Do I like them as a person? Do I like hanging out with them? Do I like talking to them? Do I like their energy? Do I like their character and what they stand for? Do I like what they post? Do I like their content? Do they seem like a good human? Do they seem like someone that I would want to do business with? Those are things that I'm constantly looking at. I'm constantly analyzing as a recruiter whether or not you're someone I want to recruit. That's what a sports team does. They go watch you. They watch your highlights. They watch you on and off the court. They watch you in the game. They watch the way you work in practice. They watch the time and effort and energy you put in. They watch who you are and your attitude and how you react with your teammates and how you handle conflict and adversity. Like, that's what a recruiter does. A recruiter is constantly looking for talent. How did I build a business? I built a business by constantly looking for talent. In these 2 departments, everywhere I go, I collect people. It's either an immediate, direct prospecting approach where I go, you know what, this is the one right here. This could be the one I've been looking for. Boom, and I'm direct. And people appreciate and they respect someone who's direct but courteous. Direct but courteous means I'm direct, but I'm friendly. I'm not a jerk. The other one, I'm just collecting people. I'm collecting friends. Every time I meet someone, I'm getting them on social media. Every time I meet someone, I'm getting them on social media. Every time I meet someone, gathering their social media. And we get a chance to build relationships that will foster over the time, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But they're relationships that once I meet you and I get you on social media, we're going to be friends for life. And you build this network of people who are professionals in every industry. You build this network of people who are connected everywhere. Where you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who could help you get anything whenever you need anything in any possible situation or scenario. So this is the art of building a business. This is the art of starting when you have no market. Now, how do we do this? Number one, you got to make it a focus, okay? Make it a focus with your business card. Put time, effort, and energy into your business card. For me, my business card is my Instagram profile, not an actual business card. An actual business card is kind of dead nowadays because you know where this ends up? This one's made out of steel. So it's actually a knife. Posing it's from the Continental Hotel. Someone tell me in the comments where that's from. But an actual business card, if I hand that out, it ends up in the trash. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. That's from John Wick movies. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to end up in the trash. My business card is my Instagram profile. Your business card may be your LinkedIn. Your business card may be your Facebook. Not a great business card. It may be a digital business card that you have. But let me tell you why I believe a Instagram account is the perfect business card. Because I could show my family, I could show my faith, I could show my friendships, I could show me having fun, I could show my hobbies, I could show what I do, I could add value by putting out good content, and I could constantly interact with the world around me, both cold market, meaning people I don't know, and warm market, meaning people I've become friends with, and my hot market, meaning my closest people. I could do it all on one platform. On one platform. If I'm selling a product, I could sell it on Instagram. If I'm networking, I could do it on Instagram. If I'm establishing credibility, I could do it on Instagram. So I put time, effort, and energy into getting good at that. And then number two, you got to have some passion and some hunger for what you do in order for it to work. You can't play business. You have to become business. Okay, you have to become this. Now, why is prospecting, both passively and directly, friendship farming and direct prospecting, direct but courteous, why is that the most powerful tool and skill set you could have for business? I'm going to give you 5 reasons I wrote down. Number one, there's never-ending connections. Every day I walk out of my house, I'm going to meet somebody new. Whether I choose to grab their info or not is a different story, but there is never-ending connection and opportunity in the world. I had someone today say, "Hey, coach, I don't know if this is for me." I said, "You don't know if what's for you?" They said, "I don't know if this is for me business." I said, "Why?" They said, "I don't know. My friends and family don't support me, and I honestly don't want to put my friends and family on the list." You know what that tells me after 13 years of experience? This person knows before they even start, they have no credibility. They know that if they put 25 of their friends and family on a paper, it's going to go nowhere. Their friends and family don't take them serious. That's all it is. Now, can that person still make it in a business? Of course they can, but they got to get good at networking. There's never-ending connections in the world. Never-ending. There's so many cool people in the world. You may be unhappy, miserable, sad, lonely, depressed. Guess what? You may just be surrounded by people that don't like you and you don't like, and that's why you're losing the fulfillment and the joy in the happiness of life. You go get out in the world, go to the gym, go somewhere where you can meet people and make some friends. If you're just trying to network and build something for business, get out in their world and start telling people what you do. People want what you do. There's never-ending connections. Number 2, you can handpick your market. That's why prospecting is so powerful. You can handpick your market. If you're like me and you grew up broke and you grew up with no rich friends, no rich family, but you want rich family, or you want rich clients, I should say, you could go out in the world and handpick your market. You go start talking to people. You meet that one client you're looking for. You meet that one teammate you're looking for. You recruit a doctor. You become friends with the doctor at the gym. You recruit the doctor. Now the doctor brings you the whole entire hospital. Now you have a whole new market. So you could go from zero and nothing to everything immediately just by making a new friend, just by prospecting the right person. Number 3, you never have to leave your home if you don't want to, because you could do everything I'm talking about online. You could do it all on LinkedIn. You could do it all on Facebook. You could do it all on Instagram like we do. We do 75 recruits a month, if not more, just off social media. Why? We've put focus into it. We've put passion into it. We've put energy into it. We've put time and hard work into it to master the skill set. So technically, you could be shy, not like people, not want to go anywhere, and you could still build the whole thing from home without ever even having to leave your home, without ever having to talk to a stranger, if you just put the time, effort, and energy into your social media. Number 4. Why is prospecting so important? Why is it so powerful? You could brand yourself. You start to create a brand in your community where people know you as a professional. It doesn't matter how your broke, stupid uncle knows you. The people at the gym know you as a professional. It doesn't matter what your best friend thinks of you. The people you met, in this new bowling league you're a part of, know you as a professional, because that's how you've branded yourself. You could recreate yourself if you go make new friends. You cannot recreate yourself as easily just stuck around the people who already know you. They've known you your whole life. All they know you for is your past. But if you go make some new friends, network, become an expert at this, you could rebrand the way the world looks at you. And number 5, you can create credibility and leverage. What do I mean? Everyone you know right now doesn't take you seriously, but you could go rebrand yourself and create credibility. You could put time into your business card, right? Your online business card, and create credibility. Every time I meet someone in the world and I'm in gym clothes and they look at me, they probably think I'm a kid, not literally a kid, but they don't know me because I'm in gym clothes with long hair and tattoos and sneakers. And then I go, let's connect on Instagram. Are you on Instagram? And I get their social media and they look me up and they go, holy shit. I can see it in their face right away. And then I always laugh. I go, isn't it crazy? You never know, you just never know who people are until you see past whatever you see. And you could create credibility. You could create leverage where they go, that's not what I was expecting. You could get the same effect and change the way the world sees you if you put time, effort, energy, and commit and decide that you want to become a great recruiter, a great prospector, and great at networking and establishing and building a brand for yourself. That's what this episode is all about. I'm looking forward to the rest of this season. We'll see you soon.